What? Renewed for 4 more seasons? On the day after April Fool's? Ah! Sorry about that. I just can't believe that Disney and Fox pulled something like that the day after April Fool's Day. They've announced on April 2nd that they're renewing The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers and Family Guy and even American Dad for 4 more seasons each. Now, I know with The Simpsons, they want to keep it up until they hit 1,000 episodes. That could be an amazing milestone, give or take the show's quality. They even seem to predict that in a quick redubbed segment aired on the night The Cosby Show's final episode aired on NBC in 1992.
Hey, Dad, how come they're taking The Cosby Show off the air?
Because Mr. Cosby wanted to stop before the quality suffered.
Quality schmality. If I had a TV show, I'd run that sucker into the ground.
Amen, boy. Amen.
But even so, every year Fox loses millions of dollars with the new episodes pulling in extremely low and abysmal ratings. Not just The Simpsons, but also Family Guy's been performing pretty badly lately. Bob's Burgers, however, is pretty popular now. Definitely more so than The Simpsons and Family Guy running out of gas. Most people nowadays just DVR those shows or watch them on Hulu. And speaking of which, this current season, The Simpsons has had some Disney Plus exclusive episodes. And Family Guy's had some Hulu exclusive episodes. Even a Halloween one. Which was neat, because usually Family Guy skips Halloween and just airs a regular mundane episode while The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers celebrate Halloween. With this renewal thing, Fox ordered 15 episodes of The Simpsons for each season, meaning any other episodes would instead likely be Disney Plus exclusives. But what really irked me was that Disney and Fox obviously waited until the day after April Fool's Day to renew the shows. Not just because they did it on April 1st, people would assume it's another prank. But because they did it earlier, they knew people like me might joke about something like Fox going bankrupt from renewing those shows. I did that on a Simpsons forum 2 years ago. And if they made this renewal announcement sometime in March on the anime superhero forums, I would have done that as an April Fool's joke there about Fox filing for bankruptcy when the renewals. But because of Fox and Disney not wanting that to happen, instead, I made a joke that Seth MacFarlane was going to reboot Wait Till Your Father Gets Home for the Max streaming service. Since, like Family Guy, that show is also influenced by On the Family, and you can definitely see the resemblance between both. Al, the spoiler, even looks like Meg Griffin, kind of. But as for the whole bankruptcy thing, this is why whenever the Fox shows get renewed every 2 years, I spam that baby throwing away money from the little rascals, while everyone else instead spams this.
Stop! He's already dead!
It's getting old, like The Simpsons and Family Guy are. Of course, while The Simpsons was in its dark era in the mid-2000s, Family Guy just entered its peak era after initially being uncancelled. But now both shows are really running out of gas, like I said. Though admittedly, The Simpsons has had some interesting episodes in recent years, getting more experimental ever since Matt Selman became the main showrunner. He even hails from Massachusetts, like me. But Family Guy has really gone downhill, and it's gotten way too formulaic. I don't just mean the cutaways.
Hey there, Knight Rider. After those bad guys...
Hey, I wasn't setting up a cutaway gag! And yeah, that's from the South Park parody I once used for an art for YouTube poop, making Family Guy seem even more repetitive and formulaic than it really is. But it's gotten kind of close to that in recent years, being somewhat lazier. Well, at least Peter doesn't kick off the first cutaway in each episode with, "You think that's bad? Remember the time I blah 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 blah?" But every episode now also has to have at least one graphic depiction of blood and at least one bleeped out swear word. It's gotten pretty predictable, So I can understand why Family Guy would often be the lowest rated show on Fox's animation domination blocks. So Disney's taking a big gamble here. They're already still financially struggling. In the recent Marvel Cinematic Universe entry, Captain America Brave New World and that live-action remake of Snow White are both bombing at the box office. The latter is not that surprising. Bob Iger is really milking the Walt Disney Company dry. Hey, I heard that Bob Iger has plans to step down as the Disney CEO late 2026. And I got a hot tip that Warner Bros. Discovery Mode David Zaslav plans to do so the following year. That would be great. I don't want to start any wild rumors, but this would be fantastic. Especially coming after that great news at the start of this week about Coyote vs. Acme being saved by Ketchup Entertainment after the modest success of Daffy and Porky's The Day the Earth Blew Up movie. But anyways, with the Simpsons being practically has-beens, I'm willing to bet they'll finally end the show after they made 1,000 episodes, if Marge's voice actress Julie Kavner can make it there. Just listen to her.
I'm a little concerned I haven't gotten any RSVPs. Only you did mail the invitations, right? Your selfishness is going to be topic number 1 with our new therapist tonight.
I know she still wants to voice Marge, despite being 74 years old and audibly sounding it. Marge is starting to sound more like Patty and Selma now. This is why I poke fun of that in those 3D Movie Maker shorts about SpongeBob beating the Simpsons at the Kids' Choice Awards. Also, the Simpsons didn't win any Emmy Awards lately. They're no longer the award bait they once were in the 1990s. Another sign they're way past their prime. Of course, Family Guy did win some Emmy Awards back then, but still a lower amount than the Simpsons did. Heck, I bet if SpongeBob were nominated for any primetime Emmy Awards, it'd win them. But it has won numerous daytime Emmy Awards, in addition to the Kids' Choice Awards. But enough about that sea sponge. And enough about the Foxy animation domination shows. I just needed to get all that out of my system, especially the way Fox and Disney likely intentionally avoided the idea of others like me pranking about Fox going bankrupt, or anything else dissing the Simpsons and Family Guy having been on for way too long. Whew. Venting can be good for the soul. But anyway, stay tuned to this YouTube channel to see whatever I or Sam Valentino or even the Looney Tunes characters here do next.